Hello my dear students, welcome all of you in our PPS video lecture series. I am Professor Bhumi Patel from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology, and in our previous lecture we are completed the one-dimensional array, and now today we are going to start with the another types of array, that is a two-dimensional array, or we can say that multi-dimensional array. How we can use the two-dimensional array? So for that we have to start with the syntax for declaring two-dimensional array, and the syntax is similar to one-dimensional. First we have to write the primary data type, and then we have to write in a square bracket first the row size and then the column size. So here you can see there are two square brackets, that indicates now we are converting from one-dimensional to two-dimensional array. If you are writing just single square bracket, then it is a type of one-dimensional array, and always the first size is for a row and second is for column. So as we are discussed previously, the row and column concept is used in our two-dimensional, and that is mostly used for a matrix. Now the example is what? Suppose I am taken integer data types, and then the array name is A, and how many row and column you want? Suppose 3. Then first has a 3 size row and second has a 3 size again for a column. So it is nothing but the indication of 3 cross 3 matrix. So whenever your requirement is for a matrix operations, then compulsorily you have to use the two-dimensional array. And the memory representation you can see here, how many bytes they can allocate? Total 3 cross 3, that is 9 elements will be stored, and integer occupies 2, so total 18 bytes will be occupied. And how it is stored? So it is first stored row wise, that is A of 0 0, then A of 0 1 and A of 0 2. First bracket indicates the row number and second indicates the column number. Second, for second row, that is 1 0 1 1 1 2, and last one is for a third row, that is 2 0 2 1 and 2 2. So likewise that the data will be stored, and here the initialization is there. For that we have to assign the value, and again it has two types: compile time initialization and runtime initialization. Compile time means fixed value that we have to put. So total 9 elements we have to write. How? Let's see here, integer A of 3 equal to how many numbers we have to write? Different 9 values, and just like 5 to 7, then 1 8 9 and 4 0 3. Total 9 elements we can store. Suppose you want to store only 6 data, then your matrix size will be changed, that is 2 cross 3. Likewise that. Now see the runtime initialization method, in which we have to give the data at a runtime from the user, and for that we have to use for loop. But suppose you want only one-dimensional array, then for loop is only one time, and suppose you want for a two-dimensional array, then your for loop will be 2 times. So first for loop is for a row and second for loop is for a column. So for loop is always start with 0, because array index start with 0. So for I equals 0, I less than 3, I plus plus, inside that for loop again we have to use for a column, that is j equals 0, j less than 3 and j plus plus, and inside that I and j for loop we have to just scan the data using scanf function %d for integer and then m% of I and j. So this method we are using in our practical session. And then the memory representation is same as previous, only just we are put the value of a compile time initialization, that is 5 to 7 in a first row, then 1 8 9 in a second row and 4 0 3 in third row. Clear? Now just see the example, same to print the array elements, but here the array is of type two-dimensional. So suppose in your exam the definition is just like enter 3 cross 3 matrix and print the same, then you have to write this program using first header file, include stdio.h, and then after we have to write the void main and start with a declaration part. So always the declaration of two-dimensional matrix is integer a of 3 3. Clear? And now two variables we are needed for I and j. So two variables I and j. I stands for row and j stands for column. Then after we have to write the printf function, and the message is like enter element for a array. Then we have to write two for loop for I0, I less than 3, I plus plus, and then inside that I again we have to apply the for loop. This is the concept of nested loop. And then in a for second j equals 0, j less than 3, j plus plus, and again we have to use scanf functions, %d end of a of I and j. Now this program will be fixed. Up to this we have to write whenever you are writing any of the program using two-dimensional array, and now our logic will be started. So the logic is to print the matrix, and for that just we have to copy this for loop to for loop and paste it, and changes are only instead of scanf we have to write printf function. So same for loop here we have to write printf %d/t just for a tab, so you can find the space in between two values, and then a of ij. Now after completing the second for loop, that is inner for loop, we are writing printf/n, that is for what? To move on to the next row. So row by row the data will be printed. Clear? So the output of this program is what? You have to enter total 9 elements, because we are taken the example 3 cross 3. So the message is just like enter elements, and suppose you are entering 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, then the output will be displayed same but in a matrix form. And just like this, matrix A equals what? 1 2 3 in a first row, then 3 4 5 6 in a second row, and then 7 8 9 in a third row. Clear? So this is about the two-dimensional array. We will see more about this two-dimensional array in our practical session. Welcome to our practical session. In our previous theory we have seen the program related to print the matrix. Clear? And now we are move onwards for a program like write a program to perform addition of two 3 cross 3 matrix. Clear? For that we have to declare two matrix here and of type integer. So first write integer a of 3, first row size, and then after in a second bracket the column size, again it is 3. This is what? Declaration of two-dimensional array. After that again we need second matrix, and that is suppose B. So again we have to write 3 cross 3. So here 3. And the addition of these two matrix we will see in a third matrix, that is C. So write here C, size is same 3 cross 3. So just put 3 3. And the two variables we are needed, first for row and second for a column, that is I and j. Now after declaration part we have to go for a initialization, means assign the value, and for that we have to write in a printf the message enter matrix A. After matrix A, what will be the next step? We have to use the concept of nested loop. So inside for again we have to write for. Clear? So first use the for loop. This is what? Runtime initialization method for a two-dimensional array. And I is always start with 0. Here I is less than 3 because the first is a row and row size will be 3. And I plus plus. Inside this for loop, now again we have to write 4 for a column and using variable j, and j is always start with 0, j less than 3 because column is also 3, and then j plus plus. Inside this 2 for loop we have to scan the data using scanf function, %d, and then end of a of I, first for a row and second for a column, that is J. So this is about the declaration and initialization of matrix. Now we have to think about our logic, and this is what only one matrix we are read from the user. Now our logic is for a 2 matrix. So same for loop we have to copy and paste, and for that from a printf we have to select all the things and press Ctrl C for a copy, then after enter and Ctrl V. So here you have to only change the matrix name, now it is B, and here again instead of A we have to put just B. So this is about the 2 matrix we have to read from the user. Now the addition of 2 matrix, the logic you all guys know because it is already learned in your previous standards. So it is just like C equals A plus B, but C and AP is what? It is variable, and now we have to move for an array. So here after C, A and B we have to now put the brackets, that is difference between simple variable and array. And now we have to write the message like printf addition equal what? Our logic, and for that again we have to use for loop. So copy it, Ctrl C, then after that we have to put Ctrl V. Now instead of this scanf function we have to write here our formula, and the formula is, answer is in a C. The simple formula is what? C equals like A plus B whenever you are finding the addition of 2 values. But now we have to change from variable to array, and for that we have to put brackets, and 2-dimensional bracket means we have to add 2 brackets. In a first bracket we have to write I, and in a second bracket we have to write J. Similar for A and B. So first A I and then J. Similarly for a B I row and then J. Clear? Now this is the logic how we can find the addition. Now we have to display this C matrix, and for that we have to use the same for loop and just copy it and paste Ctrl V, and instead of scanf now we have to use printf functions. So just change here, in a printf we have to write the value of which variable? C, and here no need of and sign. Clear? So this is the logic, but this will print the data in a 1 by 1, and we want to print data in a matrix form. So for that what we have to do? Recall the previous one in which we have print the array elements in a matrix forms. For that we have to just write here /t after %d, and after completing inner loop for a column we have to write in a printf /n. This concept is already discussed in our nested loop theory. So after printing 3 values of first row, now it moves to the next row, that is new line, and again print the 3 elements. Then move to the next line and print the 3 elements. Clear? So you get the answer in a C. Now execute this program. There is no error, so you can directly run it. Here you can see the message enter matrix A. Means we have to here enter total 9 values because of 3 cross 3 matrix. Just here I am entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Then our message is enter matrix B. So we have to enter data for a second matrix, that is suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So here you see the addition of these 2 matrix, that is 1 plus 1. Now we are getting 2. 2 plus 2 we are getting 4. 3 plus 3 6. Likewise that. Clear? So addition will be done here. I hope you guys understand this concept very well. If you like this video, then thumbs up. If you think this video will help some of your friends, then do share this video with them. Also you can subscribe my channel So when I upload new video, you get a notification. If you have any query regarding this topic array, then you can feel free contact me. In our next video, we will see more about the string concept. Till then, bye.